series of Doctor Who to begin this Saturday, and we know from all the letters and pictures that we receive from you lot that you love it too. There we go. Oh, I think that's a bit of a clue as to what I'm about to do next. Actually, I'm going to make you a recipe for a delicious Dalek cake, which will exterminate your appetite. It's going to be a real treat whilst watching the first episode at the weekend. You can eat and watch. It's a brilliant combination. Now, Blue Peter presenter Valerie Singleton first showed viewers how to make this great cake 41 years ago. Can you believe it? Way back in 1966. There it is. And it's just as tasty today as it was back then. So there it is. That's what we're going to make, and it starts off its life with 2 Swiss rolls. So get 2 of those, and using a knife, be very careful. You might want to ask an adult for some help here. Just cut a slice off the end of each one, like so. And then once you've done that, discard one. I think I'll discard that bigger one because I can eat it later on. Keep the smaller one. And then choose one. I'll choose this one, and cut it diagonally. And once you've cut it diagonally, you can also eat that bit later on. You don't need it. It's good. I like this one already. It's my favourite bake. So once you've done that, you need to form the body of the Dalek by using this flat side here and placing this bit against it. Now, as you can see, it's not really very sturdy. So lay it down flat and just make sure that you level it all off, like so. And then once you've done that and put it up, it should, hopefully, once you place it together, stay a bit better. Now, this is actually going to form the head, so just unravel a bit of it so it's a bit smaller, like that, and then you can place it on top. Now, to make sure this definitely all sticks together, we're going to make some glue, but in the eating sense of glue, so we're going to make some butter icing. So to do that, I'm going to get my big mixing bowl and wooden spoon out and use some butter. So let's get that all in there. And to the butter, we're going to add some icing sugar. Now, the trick is to add a little bit at a time and just keep on mixing it in, because we don't want any lumps. We want it to be nice and smooth. So keep on going. It does take a while, but I promise the results are yummy. So add a little bit more in. It does take a bit of patience. Now, once you keep going at it and you've added in all the icing sugar, it comes to the chocolate bit where you can add some cocoa powder. I've got it in here, and I've added some water to it, and you can add that in there to get the chocolate look. Now, if you're not keen on the chocolate, don't panic. You can have the natural look, and if you like, you can put some vanilla essence in it or something, just to jazz up the taste. Now, it will look a bit like that, but once you've done it completely properly, I am just rushing it for time, it will look like this. That's what your final paste will look like. And I suggest at this point using something like a palette knife to put it on to your Swiss roll so that it all sticks together. Now, here is a little bit of a tip, because we need to make sure this all glues together and sticks so it doesn't fall apart. So put a bit of the icing down there, and then hopefully this will stick together. And then you can also use it to attach the head, you see. And then this comes the fun bit, because you can just fire on all of the icing all over it. You can go absolutely mad and put it on. Not too thick. We don't want to make it too sickening. So just spread it all out so it's nice and even. Now, once you continue doing that, you will finally end up with a Dalek that looks like this. Yeah, you see, it's all coming together. Now, as you can see around the back, I have started to decorate it, which is really good fun. I've used some of my favourite sweets, which is great. So I've left some space in the front just to show you how I've done that. So what I've done is I've got these little honeycomb chocolate balls, and I've quite cleverly cut them in half because I think that most resembles the Dalek look. And I'm just making panels. As you can see, I've just got the knife, and I've put these little markings down the front so that you get the panel effect. Now, once you have put all the little balls on the front, you can then choose your other favourite sweets. I've gone for some licorice assorted sweets, and I've cut them in to these sizes so that I can just place them round the neck. And then I've also got some other licorice, some strips of it, and you can, just as you can see over here, just place it round the neck. You can do it a few times if you like. I'll just roughly show you how it's done. And then you get to add the eye and the antennae. So I've got these little bits of licorice and add them on as the antennae. And then I quite like this one because it looks like an eye, so we can put that on as the eye. And then comes the plunger. I've got these chocolate matchsticks, which I've used, and I've put a cherry on the end. But if you fancy being really healthy, you could put, I don't know, like a blueberry, or you could even, like, put blueberries the whole way down the front if you've had a lot of chocolate this week. You don't want to have too much. And also, if you fancy making some mini ones to take to school, you can use mini Swiss rolls and make these tiny ones. But personally, I prefer the big one because you can eat more. Look, isn't it really tasty?
Almost.
Do you want to taste it?
Whoa.
Scares me.
It's doing a tasty. Come on, then.
Stir me cake. Stir me cake.
So I don't know if it'd be a good idea to have one of these during every episode of Doctor Who.
No, not every episode. Just as a once-off, because the series
No.
starts this weekend.
Yes,
Look, Gethin, get stuck in.